Hey everyone, this is Lucid. Welcome back. We're going to play another round of Dominions with the nation MA-Agartha in the game A Wrinkle in Time. So we have a message from Ulm. Ulm and I have been talking most every turn. Tried to break the siege this month and it was a disaster again. Oh wait, it was my best battle. I killed 7 of the 29 Aconites and lost 120 soldiers out of 170. Mainly pikes, guardians, black knights, ogres. Current range of damage I can hold for no more than 9 turns, but the siege will get worse as more troops come in, and most survive guardians. And most surviving guardians decided to go to neighbor provinces, I think, in the retreat. Most of the smiths retreated to the castle. I can forge a lot and send it to you if you wish. I forgot 2 things you can do. Send earth gems, send a small amount of gold. 30 should be enough so his troops don't desert. Okay, and he sent me some gems he can't use, and he sent me bracers of protection. I'm probably going to send him some stuff. I do want him to hold out. The longer it takes for Ashdod to take him, the better. So a few more gems. This is from taking magic and luck. We get a lab and a staff of thorns. That's not bad at all. Where is that? So we get a free lab here, which is quite nice. Because actually here I can recruit Lion Tribe, so all I have to do is drop a temple, which may not be a bad idea. Get some water gems, very nice, I can use those. And then we see a message that Nazca has been permanently vanquished. At the end she did not rule a single province. So yeah, Nazca GG. This group, wait, do I not have a turn file loaded in here? I know I didn't stale, so 1 second. Okay, I think I might have had the wrong file in there. Okay. Wait, do I still not have things loaded up? What the hell? Okay, one more check. Okay, so I found it. I don't know exactly what happened, but, yeah, so I've got my move orders loaded in. We've been through all the events for this turn. So this army is going to move through this province. It'll save me from having to do the slow walk around and move towards Shiniyama. This army is just going to move out. I don't know why I'm moving out here, but I'm going to move out and look all threatening. Might help with patrolling. I could definitely do that. You can see I've got a lot of scouts doing blood hunting now. And we're getting there. I'm almost getting to my first 50, which is the point at which I can empower somebody. So, I'm looking forward to that. Anything else of note? That's basically it. We're preparing for a war with Yis. Let's take a look at my capital real quick. I don't know if I'll be able to get troops there quite in time. So this guy's summoning Voice of Aspi. We're getting more of these guys. So hopefully I'll have... What am I? Oh, I'm summoning Shades here too. These won't be useful in the river as much, but they'll be useful if I send them over here to defend against a potential Ashdodian attack. So yeah, we're definitely going to max out recruitment of these guys for the foreseeable future. And... we've got a fair number of dudes in here, which I do need to move out. I'm not sure my vehicle for moving them out. I'll probably use... Well, I can't... I'll probably use one of these guys, and then I'll probably send him back here and they'll meet. Yeah. So anyway, that's about it. In terms of research, I've hit 4. I think I was going to come pick Evocation 1. I can't remember why. Oh, to get Water Strike. But it doesn't look like I put enough RP in it for this turn, so that's kind of funny. We'll go ahead and load up turn 23. So turn 23, another message from Ulm. Might not be news, but Jotunheim is 150, Yis is 107, Pangea is 89. So 150. This is Jotunheim's capital. And then he says that Yis is 107. I believe is in the ocean. Yep. which actually is almost adjacent to Pan's capital. I think Pan's capital is right here. And I think that's his final part of the message. Yeah, Pan's 89, which is right here, which I already knew. But I didn't know the other two, so that's very helpful. We use Voice of Aspa. We found a magic site here. A Mercury Pond plus 2 water. Very, very good. What that will open up to me is you get Ulm Conclave at Conjuration 4, which I just finished researching. So with 20 gems, I can get an Ulm Sage, who will be a free researcher. You can see I got one here this turn. Oh, I must have summoned him last turn, but not shown it. And ideally, I'll get more. They're pretty damn good. Not only do you get the Ulm Sage, who's a good free researcher with no upkeep, but you get a bunch of these Great Ulm, who are also good and also have no upkeep. So cannot complain on that front. Not a little bit. A message from Shiniyama. Yis is relying on... I'd asked him, hey, you're being attacked, what's going on? He says there's about 20 Movarkian Knights with a Water 9 Bless set to hold an attack. Be careful, they're Movark Knights, so they're glamored. And embarrassingly, I'm being crushed by Vanarus simply through weight of Chud Herdman numbers alone. He took a fort after a very bad fight for myself, leaving me with few options left. Looks like this game, I'm one of those small nations that gets eaten up quickly at the start. So he said he's basically getting wrecked. And you can see Vanarus has taken this fort already and is working on this one. Yeah. Meanwhile, Yis is sitting on here with quite a few units. So I'm going to be moving in my big army here. And Yis does not know I'm going to attack him yet, so this will be somewhat of a surprise. These guys are going to be moving in here with enough water gems to defend. They will be... I don't think... I'm scripting him this turn because I don't expect to be attacked, but next turn I do expect something to happen. I have claimed that. If I claim this, I have claimed this turn also. This throne I'm claiming this turn, and this will get me a pretty huge astral income. My astral income will go from what, 0? Oh, no, I have 2. That's lucky. 2 to 6, so that'll be very nice. And this turn I haven't claimed yet. I think I'm at turn 40 something in the game. I still haven't claimed this turn yet. I probably should. Yeah. So anything else? I think that's basically it. We're preparing for a war here. I'm going to go ahead and hop to the next turn. So that was turn 22. We're on turn 23 now. Oh, wait, whoops. We're on turn 24. Okay, so a message from Ulm. Thank you for your gifts. Unfortunately, well, let's go back and I'll show you just what I'm talking to people about. Okay, I'm telling him to fight on, that I'm gonna go push Yis off of his cap. He's offering to forge me fire in a jar, which is kind of useful, but not really. I don't really have enough fire magic to use fire in a jar. You really kind of need Fire 2, and I don't really have Fire 2. With Fire 1, there's not much you can do. You can use your Fire in a Jar to buff up to Fire 2, but then you can't do much with it. So not really that useful for me, but I guess it's better than nothing. And then, yeah, we get some things back. He's sending me these. And I think at about this time I'm thinking, what can he forge me? Because he's only construction 2, that would be helpful. And when I get my Marble Oracles at Enchantment 7, they're really, really good, and they benefit greatly from basic armor. So giving them this, for example, is a big boon. So that's probably what I'll be looking to have them do. And for that purpose, having this shitty 5 gem armor, which he can actually forge for like 2 or 3, like I think it's 2 with a hammer, is just as good as a better armor. So I'm probably going to ask him to forge these things, but we'll see. So Vanarus is taking the mountains back. And I put PD here by accident. I didn't mean to put any PD, but anyway, I only put 2 or 3. It's just like a reflex for me to put PD in provinces. So I lost like 6 gold, and he took it back without any losses. And here we can see a battle inside the fort. So Shiniyama has these Kooni with the second form, and then he's got a scout who's a prophet. Who are these ladies? Ubas, which can shape change into a cat to move around more stealthily, and then they are water, death, nature. Not particularly useful cross paths. I can't think of much you would do. You'd probably have these on swarm casting duties or something like that. Oh, I think it's a random. Yeah, none of these look terribly useful. They're kind of like shit research mages, as I think what they are. These guys, I can't remember what they get to do. They have a life drain attack, which is kind of cool. And they have a pretty good stat line. Yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, this army's gonna get crushed. Oh, so he's doing... How is he doing animate? Oh, I think there must be dead actual troops in the province. So animate dead is not bad when you have actual dead troops. But he's getting a fair number of dead for only being death 1. Oh, he was just scouting it. It's just a scout on Vanarus's side. So we get some more gems. 12 death gems! Look at that, that's a ton of death gems. A ton. Okay. So, this turn we're going to break up the fight. We're going to break the party. Crash the party on Shiniyama's cap. We're going to come in here. I want to kill all of these knights. Ideally, I want to fight them on land. But I don't want to have them, like if I move this army out, I don't want to open up a way for him to kind of come inside. So what I'm going to do instead is go fight him on top of Shiniyama's cap. Next turn come down here and just fight my way up the river, and hopefully that works. But it's going to be dependent on how many losses I take, because these Movarkian knights are really, really good. So without further ado, let's take a look real quick at my cap, make sure I'm not missing anything important. One thing too with the Throne of Bureaucracy, it's zeroed out my income for this province. So if I'm going to have high unrest somewhere, this is actually the perfect province to do it. So I'm going to switch my blood hunting operation here, because unrest doesn't matter. And neither does having any population here, so I can both kill the population and the unrest, and I'll be good to go. And I'm right next door to a lab, which is nice. So anyway, where are all my scouts? So these scouts are coming over this way, and I've got all these scouts which are coming over this way. And they're all set to retreat in case I get detected by PD. I don't know if I'll be able to walk across. I might have to come down and then over. But anyway, we will continue our blood hunting operation. I have some more blood slaves that I'm going to ferry back to a lab. I don't believe I have enough. Yeah, I don't have enough yet, the 50 mark, to empower anybody. But that will be coming. So let's go ahead and hop over to the next turn, which I think is turn 25? Did I do this already? No, I haven't. So we got a fire in a jar. We can see a Mound King has claimed the Throne of Zeal. I wonder who did that. Hall of Fame. Oh, so Jotunheim has a Mound King that he's probably using to reanimate undead. So we've summoned these shades. I don't know what use I'm going to put them to at the moment, but these guys... Oh, shit. You could kind of see who won the battle. Okay. So there's a few Yeezian druids who are going to bless these guys. These are in range. No gems on them. So I think they're just there for being blessed. Well, there's a divine blessing, so... They should make contact this turn. And you can see they do a ton of damage. Let's take a look at these guys when they're blessed. So, they have the Water Bless, so they get to attack more often. 4 defense and quickness. And Reinvigoration 2, which is good because they have some encumbrance issues. So if we look at their stat line, they've got base defense skill of 14. They have 2 from having 2 experience bonus. They have 3 from being mounted. So that's all the way up to 17 now. And then another 4 for being blessed, that's 21. And then the particular armor they have makes them lose some, but then they get 5 more from their shield. So... yeah, they get really high defense. So they're going to be really hard for my dudes to hit. Earth Meld is a huge value here. Getting them to fatigue out is also a big value. Yeah, they don't have a ton of HP and they don't have a ton of protection, so if I do hit them, they're going to kind of get wrecked. But they also do a ton of damage. They've got this Golden Lance, which is, I think this is more than just First Strike. It's not First Strike only, they just get a charge bonus. Then they get a Hoof, which is kind of a shitty attack, and then Fire Breath, which is pretty good. It's an armor-piercing area of effect attack. They lose that Fiery Breath attack underwater, and I think they lose the Hoof attack underwater too, and they only have the Golden Lance, so it's way better to fight them underwater if you can. You can see they are putting some hurting on me. The good thing though is, like, especially up here, I've got them surrounded. Down here they're surrounded. Where they're surrounded, their high defense isn't going to matter as much. So I'm definitely taking losses. This is not going to be a lossless fight. I need to cast Earth Meld. I thought I had that. Do I not have that yet? Oh no, I think I have Earth Melded. Oh, it's not showing up here. Huh. But I think they're Earth Melded, that's why their defense here. See, this guy's 6, but these guys are 24. So I think I can actually, like, hit these guys. Let's see. And their strength isn't that high, it's only 13, so there's a good chance they don't break out of Earth Meld. He casts Holy Event, or Smite, which is not what I want him casting. More Earth Melds. And now I definitely want Earth Meld just to keep them from running, because they've already started to run off the battlefield. I'm still taking losses though. These are pretty intense units. They're probably starting to run into some fatigue issues. 55 fatigue, 45, 55, yeah. So that was it. Let's take a look at that battle. So I lost a ton. I lost 20 Shard Guard and he lost 12. But if you want to put it in terms of gold, mine were 45, right? So I lost 20 times 45 plus like a few Earth Gems. So that's like about 800 gold worth of dudes. Maybe 900. And these guys are 120, and he lost 12, so he lost like 1,300. Oh, no, more than that. Yeah, like 1,400. So that's a lot. And I pushed him off his cap, which is good. And then that was the hard battle, fighting them on land. So hopefully, as I fight them on water, things will go better. So I'm going to send a message to Yis, saying, "The Pale Ones of Agartha watched with small degree of pleasure as the proud knights of Yis fell. The battle was close, and the knights fought bravely." So we'll be fighting here instead now, in the water. I do need reinforcements, and they are coming. But they're going to be a turn behind, so anyway, we'll see. There's a temple here, so if I take this, not only do I win the battle, but I'm going to do a fair amount of economic damage through taking the temple. I'm also moving this Earth Reader with further reinforcements up this way. Now, if I were smart, I could start trying to get these troops all the way over here, but that may not be the time. Okay, so that was it. We're going to continue pushing upstream, see how that goes. We're casting Dark Knowledge. I'm really trying to get all of the death sites I can now that I have. I probably should have been doing it earlier, but now that I have Conjuration 3, I can do that. And I'm 2 turns away from Conjuration 5, at which point I will switch to Enchantment. In terms of infrastructure, I've got... this is now streaming out my E1 mages. My 2 nature people are going out site searching. We haven't found anything yet, but with luck we will. This guy's waiting to build a fort here. I don't have enough money yet, but I definitely want to. I don't want Agartha to be able to kind of... Ashdod to be able to run underground. This fort is almost done. We got 1 turn left. We have a temple up, and we have a lab being built. And after that, my money's going to go into infrastructure here. All of this in mind, I'm trying to get my enchantment 7 by the end of year 3, which year 3 started. So it's going to be a challenge, but